Hey everyone, welcome to the Mindset Playground, where you're going to get your daily dose of positivity. And I'm your host, LouAnne Hunt. And I am so glad that you've joined me here today on the playground because I have one of the most inspirational guests that anyone could have on the playground. And I'm so excited for you get to know her. So I'm going to bring her to the playground without further ado. Kizzy, welcome to the Mindset Playground. How are you doing today?
I'm doing amazing. I'm so excited to be here.
Well, I'm excited to have you. And so I found out from you that you are a fan of the Mindset Playground. So you've been watching some of our shows. And
Yeah,
what is it about the shows that makes you a fan?
I love seeing how inspirational everybody is and seeing how hard people work for the things that they have. I think it's just so motivating and it helps me, keep working for the things that I want. So,
Well, I don't know. I have been reading your bio, and my goodness, you've got quite the playlist here of amazing things that you've accomplished and what you intend to accomplish. So I'm very proud of you, just so you know.
thank you.
And I'm very proud that you've taken time out of your busy schedule to come and play with me on the Mindset Playground. So let's get started. Well, you've done things, you've got an amazing start right in college, correct?
Yes. First thing out of high school, I went in and I thought that I was going to be a teacher, and that turned out to not be my calling. So, Um, but I loved what I did while I was there, and it was so good to be in an environment where everybody was wanting to learn and to grow.
Well, that's wonderful. And I know right off the bat, you became an entrepreneur while you were in college. So tell us a little bit about how that started.
Yes, so I really wanted to do something that, catered to my schedule when I was in school. Uh, I was going full time and I needed something that was going to allow me to work and make money while I was, furthering my education. So I had had a lot of jobs before that, anything from dog grooming to working in a fast food restaurant. So, and all of that was very time consuming, even though it was a lot of fun. So I decided that when I ended up deferring school, that I was going to travel a little bit and do some work for other people in a virtual setting. And I found that I really loved going to new places and seeing new cultures and learning things about new cities. And I decided at that time that I was going to start a travel business. Yes. And when COVID hit, that is when I kind of had to make that pivot. And I ended up working uh, in a hotel during that time to try and, uh, you know, do the 9 to 5 thing, make money because nobody was traveling. So while I was there, one of my coworkers saw how hard I was working. By this time, I had already gotten my degree in music production and started looking for something that was a little bit more stable because, as we know, it's hard to break into the music business. So the plan was that I was going to have something that, brought in that income that was practical. And so I was studying pre-law. And when she saw that I was working so hard, and I was so lucky because the manager allowed me to work on my school between serving guests there. And she was like, "You are such a hard worker and you seem like you're so dedicated. You're constantly moving. How would you like to get out of here?" And of course, I said I would love to get out of here and work virtually again. So that's how my assistant business was born.
Wow, that's amazing. So you do have a beautiful voice, and I
Thank
do want to talk to you about that because I'm so excited because you are a musician and you're a voice artist, I'm going to say, because you've done voiceovers and all kinds of things. So, can I just ask you, what was it? Did you grow up wanting to be a singer, or did that just kind of, did you stumble across that?
Yes, fun story. My mom loves to say that it all started when I was 6 with Loretta Lynn. So I grew up on the East Coast in West Virginia, and when I was 6 years old, we were a part of 4-H, which is a youth, for those who don't know, it's a youth program that nurtures head, heart, hands, and health. And by the end of the talent show that we went to for 4-H, I wasn't actually old enough to enter the contest, but I had been, shaking my little booty and singing along to Loretta Lynn for about a year at that point. And while the judges were deliberating for those who were old enough to participate in the talent show, I went up to them, my kooky 6-year-old self, and I said, "Can I sing a song for you?" And they said, "Sure." So I got up there and started doing my little thing, and ever since, can't stop me. I sing all the time.
So what song, can I ask? By Loretta Lynn?
You ain't woman enough.
Oh, wow. Well,
Yeah.
of course. Of course it would be that song. Well, that's great. So did you end up like in the top 3 or did you win the prize?
Unfortunately, no. They still said that I was not old enough to participate, but everybody was saying that I should have. So that meant the world to both me and my mother.
Well, yeah, I guess so. So you continued on, obviously, with music. So did you take lessons? Like, tell us about your life after that.
Yeah. From that, actually, somebody had approached us. We have this facility in West Virginia, in Fairmont, West Virginia, where I'm from, and it's called the Sagebrush Roundup. And a lot of country artists go there and they perform on stage. And somebody from there came to us and they said, "I would love to have her sing, on a regular schedule at the Sagebrush Roundup." So I went and I actually ended up only performing one time there because at the time my mother thought that I was a little bit too young to, go through a firm schedule of constantly being on stage, which I'm so, so grateful for even to this day because I got to be a kid. And from there, I started joining choirs within school. Um, and then when I got to high school, I worked with a choral director by the name of Skip Wilson, and he was such an inspiration to me. He really went above and beyond what a teacher is called to do, even in a classroom setting, and really nurtured the love that I have for music. Um, and so when I graduated, I decided that when I went to college, I was going to major in English and minor in musical theater. So from there, I did some productions with the college. I think my favorite during that time was playing Dulcie in The Boyfriend. And we did a lot of dancing and a lot of dictation classes. And from there, I just started performing in church, performing, for different talent shows like at the Mannington Fair here. And it's just always been a part of my life. Um, and then when I got older, there was a group um, that was looking for a vocalist, a female vocalist. And I ended up auditioning there and became a part of that band. And we toured all over West Virginia, a little bit in Ohio for a little while with country music.
Wow, that's great. What a great story. And I'm sure that's where you learned a lot of the life lessons that you have today.
Oh, yes. And parts of that experience really taught me what it was like to work with other people on that level with music, which really inspired me to want to start my own career and go out on my own. Uh, and for a little while there, I started to lose a little bit of my confidence just because of how much pressure there was, how much people were looking at you all the time. And for a while, I really stopped singing because of that. But the thing is, when you don't hold your worth for something that is a gift in your life, you really are missing out on so, so much. And I was really lucky to be able to go to Hollywood with one of my authors um, from it was my very first author actually during a program that turns your book into a movie. And while I was there, all of the authors found out that I was a singer because I had just so happened to send a recording to um, one of the facilitator's assistants because she had talked about how she would love to listen to songs that helped her visualize and manifest things in her life that were, the things that she really wanted. And I thought it would be cute and funny and like a little joke to do a remix to the song Billionaire by Bruno Mars and make it specifically for her. And she brought it up while we were there, and I was so mortified, but also so many amazing things came from it. So I am so grateful for Kayla for, throwing that out there and letting them know because it led to a lot of other opportunities. I got to be a part of an audiobook for the first time and learn about voice acting and about putting my voice back out there. And one of those authors also introduced me to my vocal coach, April Diamond, who has been an absolute gift. She has inspired me to love my voice again and to love, being a part of that sort of scene. So thanks to her, I am happy to say that on Halloween this year, I'm going to be releasing my single debut.
Which is great. Oh, that's great news. So, can you talk about it or is it a surprise?
It is going to be a little bit of a surprise.
Okay.
The song is called Live Immortal. And it's kind of my anthem to loving yourself despite of hardship, all the hardships that we experience in life, and realizing that everybody has some darkness that they go through in their life, and realizing how much it shapes us into part of who we are, but also never forgetting the blessings that you receive. There is a reason for everything. We go through things that are hard because they teach us lessons and they help us grow as people. And we need to celebrate all of the beautiful things that come from those lessons. And that's really what this song is about. Celebrating who you are, knowing that there's always more to achieve, more to strive for, and more to love about your life.
Wow, that's amazing. At such a young age too, and you've already got it all figured out with as far as, personal development and inner growth and all of those things, which is fabulous. So, that's really great. So, yeah, you're right. You're put into situations whenever they're supposed to be, whenever they're supposed to come around. You're put in front of them and you just I don't know. I just do it. I guess that's
Yeah.
I find a way, even if it's crazy and busy, and I just find time in my day to do it because it's so important. You never know who you're going to meet. So, yeah, that's great. That is so great, and I'm so happy for you. So, what's next besides I mean, not that your, record isn't huge enough, but you've gone from, student to entrepreneur and you're just not afraid. You're not afraid to take the chance. So what is it about you that makes you like that? What is it? How is it ingrained in you just to take those chances?
Truthfully, for a long time, I kind of lost that a little bit. Growing up, my father was terminally ill. So we went through a lot of things in that situation. But the thing that really shaped me, I think, as a person going through that was seeing not only how strong he was through everything that he went through, but how he and my mother still kept joy and faith and love in our lives going through all of those things that were so, so hard. And knowing that anything really is possible when you have faith in yourself and when you have faith in God, there really are no limits to your life. And the fact of the matter is, if you're not afraid, you're not dreaming big enough. And so he always encouraged me to follow my dreams and to chase the things that I really want in my life. And might get a little emotional, but
That's okay.
my dad really is my hero. He was so strong for so long, and despite of what he was going through, really taught us the value of community and love and charity and faith. So,
Wow. That's pretty amazing, especially, for, like I said, somebody who is you just got so many things that are so wonderful for you on the go, and I'm just so happy for you. So what else can we talk about? What's next? What do you really want to do? What's in your heart, Kizzy?
well, I also have a publishing company that we are really leaning into at this point. And I'm really excited to work with a ton of new authors that are coming my way. And we will have a ton of releases for all of you on that front. And really just helping others kind of immortalize their story. I feel like there are so many people in this world who have such unique and such inspiring stories to tell, and they just don't know how. And it is such an honor to be able to walk them through that process and help them tell their story, because you never know who it's going to touch and who's going to be listening. And I think that kind of speaks a lot to confidence too. You never know who's watching. So when you feel like your best self, when you are confident and you are enjoying your life and in love with your life, you never know who's going to see that and have that spark to fall in love with their own again. So I'm really excited about those projects. One that I do want to mention, because this
Of
author
course.
is so talented. Her name is Angelica, and her book Blue Throat will be coming out very soon. It is a compilation of poems that are so inspiring, so deep, and she just has such a beautiful message to share with the world. So I can't wait until she gets that out there.
Wow. And so that, I'm sorry, what's her name again?
Her name is Angelica.
And the name of the book again? I'm sorry.
Blue Throat.
Blue Throat?
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. Okay, that's cool. And how do you meet these authors? How do they come to you?
It really is divine timing, I feel like. And when you surround yourself with people who are elevated, who um, really have that vision for success, it is insane how much your world opens up and how many things really find you. My first author ended up being my first client that helped start my assistant business. And from there, when we went to Hollywood, I met two other amazing authors who wrote incredible books. It was Adi Murrieta, who wrote Starter Husband, and Rita Montalto, who wrote Adversity's Gift. And Starter Husband is actually the audiobook that I will be the voice for when that recording comes out. And from there, just acquaintances upon acquaintances that have come from that journey, and all of them have incredible stories to tell. While I was on my way to record the first set of recordings for Starter Husband, my Uber driver we got talking about it. She's like, "What are you doing?" I let her know where I was going, and she was like, "Well, I actually have always wanted to write a book, and here's what my book is going to be about." So it really is just divine timing. The universe speaks to you if you just listen.
Oh, for sure. And then once it starts, and I'm sure you can relate, once it starts, it's like it snowballs to the
Yeah,
point where it's you're just kind of blown away.
absolutely.
And you don't even know which way to work first or which way to look first. It's
Yeah.
it's amazing. So so tell us about some of your lifelong dreams. Like what do you hope for?
One day I am going to be a musician full time, um, and have a whole team of people who are working with authors every day and just enjoying the empire and all the beautiful people around me. What I really hope in this life is to be doing what I love with the people I love.
Wow, that's amazing. What a great ride that you're on. What a great wave. So before we end this wonderful interview, I always ask my guests, and you know this because you've been watching my show, I always ask my guests for 3 golden nuggets that they'd like to leave the audience with. Would you like to leave the audience with 3 golden nuggets?
I would love to. Firstly, realize that fear is just false evidence appearing real. Never be afraid of anything. Let that fear be something that motivates you instead of holds you back. Because when you take that leap, there's no telling what you can do. And then the second would be to really get a handle on what it is that you want in your life. Visualize it, feel it, know what it smells like, know what it sounds like, know how it's going to feel. Because when you start putting yourself in a position to take the next step to get the things that you want and the things that would make you happy, you will be so incredibly surprised at how much the world opens up to you and how many things come your way. Just open yourself up to receiving that. And then the last one is to never, ever, ever forget that everything happens for a reason. There's a reason you're going through what you're going through. There's something for you to learn and something that is going to elevate your life in a way that you have not even imagined yet. So remember to take time to be grateful for the blessings that you do have in your life and the storyline that got you here.
Well, that is amazing. And those are great golden nuggets. So much to take away. And I'm so excited that you took time to play with me on the playground today. And I'm going to make sure that all of your information, including the name of your record, do they still call them record?
I do. I love
Okay.
records. Heck yeah.
Okay. So the information about your recording, we'll say, your album recording, your record recording, and information about you and how people can connect with you. We'll definitely leave it in the information below. So once again, thank you so much, Kizzy. It's been my pleasure speaking with you. And I so appreciate you coming out and playing with me on the playground.
Thank you so much, LouAnne. I've had so much fun being here with you.
And it's your first podcast. See, you
Yes,
did a great job.
very first one. So thank you so much for having me as a guest on your show. And I will never forget this moment.
Oh, well, and you know what? I promise it won't be your last.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thanks again. Don't forget to visit my website at louannehunt.ca, where you're going to find information about all of the past and upcoming Mindset Playground shows, along with signing up for a monthly newsletter where I can send you information from the playground and learn all about the programs that I have available to make you a better person. I can't wait to see you there.